Hey there, home athletes. It is Friday. Welcome to your workout. We went a little bit on the longer side yesterday. If you did yesterday's workout, 20 or so minutes. So we're going to go a little bit shorter today. Mix it up, 12-minute AMRAP. Sound good? Sounds good to me. So we have, what do we have? We're starting, or each round I should say, consists of 20 lateral across and back dumbbell hops, right? Dumping over the dumbbell laterally. Across and back counts as 1 rep. You're doing 20 total reps. Don't be deceived by this movement. We did a lot of these during our last quarantine. It is surprisingly challenging. So I'll demonstrate that for you in just a moment. So 20 lateral dumbbell hops. Then we're doing 9 double dumbbell deadlifts, 7 double dumbbell hang power cleans, and 5 double dumbbell push jerks. So some weighted movements. I do not know what kind of weights you have at home. Doesn't matter. Hopefully they're not super heavy because of those push jerks. That's probably going to be the most challenging movement today as our overhead piece, right? By design, the deadlift should feel on the lighter side, right? Because you're using the same weights to deadlift as you are to go overhead. So the overhead's going to be more challenging, which is why there's only 5 of those as opposed to 9 deadlifts. So even if you do have lighter dumbbells or whatever at home, that's fine. You're just going to be able to move faster, have higher intensity in the workout, and be able to get through more rounds. So let me demonstrate the movements for you. So lateral hops. We have 1 dumbbell for these, right? You're just jumping over 1 dumbbell and it's laying down on its side. Pardon my bad camera work here. There we go. Dumbbell on the floor, feet together. So again, every rep of these across and back counts as 1. So I go like that, that's 1 rep. Like that is 2 reps. Do not fall on your dumbbell. 2 different styles for these. You can go feet pretty close together and go faster, although it's a little less stable. Or you can have the feet a little bit further apart, where it's a little bit slower, but definitely more stable. So practice it a little bit, kind of find your sweet spot, your comfortable spot, and with moving back and forth across the dumbbell. So 20 reps there. Then we grab our other dumbbell, and I'll show you what we're doing. So deadlifts. Let's go ahead and point those bells down towards the floor, right? Just this bottom part has to touch the floor. Remember, deadlifts are a very hip-oriented movement. So keep the feet flat on the floor, keep the belly nice and tight. Send the hips back. Notice my shins are staying nice and vertical. My knees are not coming forward. So hips go back. We're going to touch the bottom part of that bell to the floor, right outside the feet, and then stand right back up again. So lots of hips, right? Hips go back, reach those hips back, keep that belly tight, back flat, stand back up again. We're doing 9 deadlifts. Then we're going to hang power cleans. So this one is going to have a continuation of the deadlift. So we can do deadlift number 9 right there. Then we can go into our hang power clean. So this one, we start again with a little bit of hips back action. We're going to jump up, right, to kind of use our lower body to elevate the dumbbells, and then bring the dumbbells to the shoulders. And then notice I'm kind of receiving those weights with my knees slightly bent. And then we're right back down. So dumbbells are coming from right about knee level, jump, bring them up to the shoulders, and right back down again. Hang power cleans. Doing 7 of those. Then our overhead piece. So we're making sure our feet are right about hip width apart. Actually, all these movements are feet in the same position, about hip width apart. Push jerks, we're going to start with our knees bent, right? We just drop down slightly. Notice I'm not sending my hips back for this one. I'm just dropping straight down, a little bend of the knees. Then we're driving the bar, or I should say the weights off the shoulders using the legs, and then catching again with the knees bent. So down, up, and down. Want a really aggressive punch overhead with those weights, right? We use the legs and hips to launch the weights off the shoulders, and then we punch straight up overhead to fully extend shoulders and elbows. 5 of those. So 9, 7, 5. 9 deadlifts, 7 hang power cleans, 5 push jerks. And then every time we finish our push jerks, we'll go right back to the lateral hops again. I'm thinking probably with the lighter weights that people have at home, should be able to get through, I'd say, at least 6 rounds. 6 rounds would be 1 round every 2 minutes. And if you're moving at a pretty good clip, could definitely be done. So shoot for that. Shoot for around 6 or so. Feel free to do more. And if you don't get 6, don't worry about it. Just work hard. Try to keep moving for 12 minutes. All right, and then you'll see I have a little core finisher for you. And this can be done at your own pace. You don't have to have a running clock or anything like that. But we're doing some Russian twists and we're doing some standing kettlebell windmills today. Kind of working our side abdominal muscles, if you will. We often focus kind of more in the center when we're doing stuff. So we're going to work on the sides a little bit today. Russian twists. So you can do these with any number of objects. You can actually do Russian twists without anything at all. You don't really need anything to do this. But if you do have a weight, it does help. So we set ourselves up, sitting on the floor, feet together, knees slightly bent like this. We lean back ever so slightly to engage our abs. And then we take whatever object we have. I have a dumbbell here. This could be a kettlebell. This could be, I don't know, any kind of small object. Does not have to be super heavy. We're doing 40 today, which means we're going 20 in each direction. So lean back, engage those abs. For extra credit, keep your heels up off the floor, but if you need to, you can also have the heels resting on the floor. We're basically twisting. So what we commonly see with this movement is people just kind of like staying in one spot and moving the weight back and forth. There's actually not a lot of twisting going on. We do want the twisting. That's kind of where the exercise benefits actually happen. So have the weight here. We actually do want to get a proper twist of the abs, right? From side to side. If you can, if you have like a big enough weight, we can touch the floor, although touching the floor does not matter quite as much. You should feel those abs working like a little twist of the upper body. I want you to do 20 in each direction, going from side to side. Again, the weight does not have to be heavy. And then, kettlebell windmills. This is a slightly unusual movement, but a very effective one. This actually works balance, it works shoulder stability. It's a cool movement. Watch how I do it. So I'm going to do my right side first. When you're doing these today, I want you to do 10 on each side. So again, this does not have to be heavy. Let's go ahead and push that weight up overhead. We want to sort of externally rotate the shoulder, right? This armpit right here should be facing straight ahead. This elbow should be locked. You'll notice my setup here, so I have the weight in my right hand, so my right leg is straight, the heel directly underneath the hand. My left leg, I have my knee slightly bent, my toe turned out ever so slightly. This is our starting position. Now what we're going to do is non-working hand, left hand here, pointed down towards the floor, inside the leg. We're going to try to keep this arm nice and vertical as the left hand goes down, ideally to the floor. Right there, stand back up again. If you can't get that fingertip all the way to the floor, that's fine. Just try to get as low on this leg as you can. So palms facing forward, belly's nice and tight. Feel free to widen up that stance if you need to a little bit, but the goal here is to keep this stable, right, overhead. And you'll really feel the abs working here to stabilize. So nice and slow and controlled, bring it down, touch, and go. Same thing, mirror image, of course, you do on the other side. Same idea, this leg straight, this one slightly bent. Dumbbell up overhead, hand inside, and bring it down. And right back up again. Kettlebell windmills. Shoulder stability, oblique strength, great little exercise. And again, this core finisher is not for time. Don't worry about running a clock. Just get it done. Morgan out. I'll talk to you tomorrow.